Good morning, world, from me and the dogs. Leading on from my last video where I said you are not sick, I just wanted to give a bit more information about that, maybe that's the right word, and basically say that I really believe that most of the health conditions in the world, mental, physical, spiritual, are because of nature deficiency. I really, the more I go down this rabbit hole and the more I study and research and courses I do and books I read and things like that, the more I am convinced by this, that we are, all of us, to one degree or another, nature deficient, and we become really unwell the more deficient we become, because we are not eating with the seasons, we are not eating locally, we are not making sure that we are our nervous systems are regulated, which nature does, by the way. When we are connected to nature, we are much more regulated, whether that's hugging a tree, putting your feet on the ground, being outside more. When we're looking at screens in our houses, that's doing the opposite. That's creating electromagnetic stress, and that is drawing us away from our natural state. Our natural state is to be, because we are nature, we are human beings, we are animals, is to be connected to the rest of nature and each other as much as possible. So when you look at it like that, if you're not eating seasonally, if you're not eating locally, you're not uptaking the nutrients you require when you need them in anywhere near the same way, and in fact you can be doing the opposite, creating deficiencies and inflammation and things if you don't eat seasonally and locally as much as possible. If you are not sleeping or trying to sleep as it starts to get dark, I know that's a little bit difficult this time of year because it happens so early, but certainly rising when it gets light. If you're not taking it easier in the winter, and for women when you have your periods, if you're not more connected to your body and your nervous system so that you feel when your body needs something, something is out of balance, something needs to change, all these things are what make us ill. We've spent a lifetime trying to be more, do more, achieve more, have more, when actually what we need to be doing is less, slowing down, simplifying, living seasonally, living with the cycles, and actually a lot of health conditions would go away then, an awful lot of them. So I really feel that behind pretty much everything is this deficiency of nature, this deficiency of that part of us that makes us human beings, animals, deficiency of connection to each other and to this planet. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing that is fueling many, many different illnesses. Even the fact, as far as trauma goes, I talk a lot about trauma and the nervous system, but even as far as that goes, if we had followed our natural urges of how to look after ourselves after something traumatic, a lot of those traumas we wouldn't still be holding on to. If we had allowed ourselves, for instance, to shake, instead of, usually if you start shaking after trauma, people go, no, calm down, it's okay, and try and get you to stop. But actually that's our natural way to release trauma and tension, is to shake. So there are so many things that we're not doing now because we think we know better as human beings, when in fact these things are the very things that keep us happy and healthy and thriving in this world and allow this world to thrive as well. So yeah, if you're not able to be outside, you're not well enough to be outside very often or anything, see what else you can do to be more connected to nature. Can you open your windows more during the day and just wrap a duvet around you? Can you bring plants and things in? Can you just breathe the fresh air? You know, what can you do to be more connected, to undo some of that deficiency? And yeah, if you have any questions about that, let me know. Ciao for now.